back. Today's quick little project is CV axle nut. The original one on it's a custom job, but the one that came with the axle was a big castle nut, and the portion they cut out on the nut isn't further enough down to get the cotter pin. So they don't want to basically machine down any further to weaken the nut. So they got another nut that's solid, and they basically put it on there and figured out where the hole was going to be. And so they gave me a measurement. It's basically 330 thousandths down from the top of the nut center, and they just basically want me to drill a hole on each end, and it should line up with one of them, and then they can torque it down and get the closest one to line up. So I'm going with it's 160 thousandths cotter pin, so I'm going with the 200 thousandths hole, and the hole in the axle, I think they say, is a 1/4 inch, so there should be plenty of wiggle room between all those measurements to hit the hole. So I figured on this, I got my big vise mounted to my table, then I got my little grinding vise mounted to the other vise because it has the V cut in, and by using a parallel as a spacer, the V will, when the nut's sent flat, the V will go right into the slot, into the V slot in the vise. So I can basically clamp that down on the parallel. It's held into the V on the slot, and that is perfectly level. I just have to center the hole, and once I center one of them, basically I won't move the vise or anything and be able to just whip through them. So I'll bring it along for that and see how this goes. Should work out pretty good. I was going to center punch these, but I just couldn't. I'd have to move the vise off the table so I can get a good eye. So I figured once I line up one of them, and I'm pretty positive being a tad out isn't going to make a difference, because they're going to just torque it to spec, then turn to the hole lines up. So they have a torque range they can go with, and they're going tighter. So that's good. So I'm going to lock down my tables, and that should be it there. Trying not to get a good view on the camera here. So block it with my arm. Chunky drill bit. I think we're gonna not use that one. Doesn't matter. Whatever drill bit you grab is gonna be the dull one. It never fails. Good. There's a little deburr while I'm here. theory, I should be able to just flip it around and continue. Sorry, I bumped the camera. It's not an earthquake or anything. Try to get the camera a different spot, but I'm gonna bump it if I go for my oil jar. Now, maybe it's, I don't know what this metal's made of. Doesn't seem hard with the Senegel reamer. It seems like halfway through the metal changes. Okay, last one. Yeah, just shoot this all the way through. You can almost hear it and feel it in that Senegel when you hit a certain area. Who knows? So I got plenty of drill bits. That's the finished product. Custom castle nut. Hopefully it works. And yes, I did deburr the inside hole. So I'll tell them to make sure they oil it and run it through the axle. Make sure it's clean, but I deburred as best I could. I don't have the axle here for it, so I can't do it. Yeah. Of course, a cotter pin slides through. So that's what they wanted. That's what they get. The cotter pin drops with gravity.